Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading can resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Ashu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florian Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's jump into your spread. It's a Celtic Cross spread. I have your Orisha Tarot out here to clarify. Yeah, let's get in. So I just want to say that the Wheel of Fortune is the first thing out here, y'all. You have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the King of Wands, okay? Wheel of Fortune clarified by the King of Wands. And this is the energy that is signifying you right now. And what the divine is trying to tell you is that fortune favors the brave. You feel like you've been battling. I'm going to tell you why you've been feeling like you've been battling, y'all. We've had like 5 or 6 planets in retrograde, okay? We got Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn until the 8th of October. We have Saturn in retrograde until the 23rd of October. Neptune in retrograde till December 3rd. Jupiter in retrograde until November 24th. Uranus in retrograde till January 22nd of next year. Mercury is in retrograde until October 2nd. And this Mercury will probably go retrograde again. I don't know if the October 2nd retrograde is the last one, but I feel like Mercury went retrograde or will be retrograde at least 4 times this year. And then you can't forget about earlier in the year when we had Venus in retrograde, I believe in Capricorn. So we've had like a slew of retrogrades this year. And then, you know, no one can stand Mercury retrograde because we're always dealing with some old stuff. You know, communication issues, hackers, for some witchcraft, all kinds of things going on, right? All of these retrogrades are making you feel like there's no progress being made because things are constantly being brought up or resurfacing, or hidden things you never knew about are finally coming to light. So Neptune's retrograde will do that. You'll be wondering, how did I miss that? How did I miss that so-and-so was doing this, or I didn't understand that kind of thing, right? Pluto's retrograde will have you having some sort of internal conflict. It'll be making you think about the things that control you, the things you need to transform. It'll make you question your purpose. So some of you who are like having issues, especially in Capricorn, if you're having issues with what you want to do as far as work goes, that's because of Pluto retrograde. You're questioning your purpose. Pluto's been doing that to you. Neptune is allowing you to see all the things that people have been lying about, even maybe things you've been lying to yourself about. Okay. Jupiter, I don't know. This could be questions of faith. All right. When you are dealing with this Jupiter retrograde, anyone who's an astrologer, please chime in. And Saturn's retrograde will heavily, it's about limits and borders. So it's about boundaries. All right. A lot about boundaries is coming up. So if you find that any of these things are happening to your life at once or simultaneously, or maybe, you know, you forgot about it, this is why you feel like in your first position, the 2 of Swords in reverse clarified by the Sun. Like, I can't see the success. I can't see the success that I actually feel is in the air, or I don't know which way to go. Right? Because there's something that keeps popping up into my life that's having me question everything. Right? So you have to be brave during this time. Fortune favors the brave. The wheel is already moving in your favor. The retrogrades are making you think it's not. So you have to be brave against everything that's coming up. Brave against the exes that come back into your life. Brave about your choices. Right? Whether or not I want to start my side business or quit my job or take this job over that job. You know, for Saturn, you have to be brave to hold your boundaries, to not let people cross your boundaries, to have very firm no's, you know? Okay, and brave to face illusions and shadows with Neptune. Brave to face those illusions and shadows, to make sacrifices that are necessary, because I think Neptune and Jupiter are both going to make you ascend into your spirituality. It'll make it a little bit deeper. It'll take the clouds away. You'll start to understand why I'm moving in this particular direction. What was causing me to be lost in the clouds? You know, because Neptune has those clouds, right? What was causing me to be lost? And now you start to see the root of the illusion that was either imposed on you that you didn't know about, or that was self-imposed, okay? So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune and Justice is all out here. It's all in your favor. But remember, because of these retrogrades, it's challenging you. That's why I've been picking up war energy. And people it can manifest like war. It can. But be brave. Because why? Fortune favors the brave. King of Wands, salamanders, okay? And like I said, you do have success coming in your first position. It's just hard to see. Something's blocking it. One thing that could be blocking your vision could be another person. All right. So it all really depends. When you have the Two of Swords, that's Libra energy. It could be a relationship. It could be someone trying to apologize, or someone that you just need to totally block out altogether. Because whoever this is, whoever you are unsure of letting in or letting back in, will try to block the sun out. They will make it harder for you to see the sun. Both are in the reverse. Okay. Let's move on to your second position. Second position is what favors or hinders you. Karma, justice. It's in the upright. But you don't believe it. Somebody out there doesn't believe that karma is moving in their favor, right? Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Justice is in your favor, but you have to believe it. You have to believe it. And some of you, if we're not talking about anything legal or just, karma for karma's sake, justice could be 7th house energy, relationships. This is distance. You need to create distance between certain people in order to achieve the justice you're looking for. If you really want your karma to be what it's supposed to be, you need to get far away from a particular relationship, okay? That is what that's saying in your second position. Okay, let's go to your third position. This is what your higher consciousness is telling you. You have Four of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the 8 of Fire, 8 of Wands in the reverse. All right. These are both support. All right. This could be Four of Pentacles. Excuse me. See, Mercury retrograde. I could barely get my sentence out. Four of Pentacles could be the payout that you needed, right? The 8 of Wands is a card of support. So like if the Queen of Wands is the leading actress and the King of Wands is the leading actor, the 8 of Wands would be the supporting actor. But both are in the reverse. So you have to be mindful of who is trying to offer support to you, because their support will cause a loss. You could lose something that you gain, because this is a material gain, right? This is what your higher consciousness is saying. Your higher consciousness knows that I am set to receive something. I can feel the Wheel of Fortune. I know karma's in my favor. I've been brave, right? But when I get this and someone else becomes aware, whether these be messages, text messages, calls, emails, or just someone showing up in your energy really fast, they're asking you to question that support, all right? Okay? And guys, like, this is not, like I just said, all of these planets in retrograde, me telling you to be questioning people isn't like you being paranoid or you being overly protective. Like, there's a lot of shadowy shit happening. So be careful. Just be mindful about who's coming in your energy. The thing is, the reason why I feel like all of these planets are going retrograde at the same time like this is because there is a big switch. I keep telling you all, karma is being balanced out. Karma is being balanced and people are shifting. Positions are shifting, right? Those who are on top abusing power are starting to experience heavy karma, and everything that you've gone through and the things that you've achieved, the good karma you've collected, you're about to be paid back for. And that's going to shift you into a different position of power, right? So when these shifts happen, you have to be careful about who's coming in, messaging, trying to support you. Because some people are trying to ride your coattails or maintain their position or take you down. Because I'm seeing that here. And I'll get to it. I'll get to it after this because damn, it is a battle. But you win by being brave. Don't be afraid to face these challenges, these people, because they're going to come up against you anyway. Don't fold. They're going to come up against you, right? So, yeah, don't lose here with that Four of Pentacles. Hold your position. That's what your higher consciousness is saying. When you get your position, hold your position. Okay? Because when I tell you, it's such a switch. This is why, look, before I go to your fourth position, at the top of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, right? Then at the bottom of the deck, you got the Four of Wands clarified by the Devil. The reason why you're being hit by all of these retrogrades is for a huge, large assessment in all areas, from the things that you are, having a hard time letting go, to the people who try to, cross your boundaries, and the things you didn't see. You have to see all of this stuff, reassess all these things. Look at these karmics that keep coming back, or people who show up just like the karmic, because as soon as your luck changes, literally, and I'm gonna put this Ten of Pentacles in the upright, it's gonna be just like that I go from this to this, having very little to a lot. And having a little to a lot means different things for all of us, whether it be emotional or materially, or both. That's how much things are changing. So all of these retrogrades are saying, hey, there's a big shift. Retrograde. There's a big shift happening, and people need to reassess everybody. People need to see the truth about everything before they receive all this stuff, so they know how to move forward smart, right? So, like I say, close this stuff out. It's okay to be a little paranoid about people, because you're going to gain a lot, and you don't need to lose nothing of what you get, because some people could lose this in an instant just from not being willing to have boundaries, reassess things, look at their shadow side. You can lose it all so quickly, right? So this is why you're constantly being bombarded, why it feels like your luck isn't changing, but it is. It's just making you look at the same things that have been bothering you over and over before the change happens, okay? And here, you guys have either relationships or family members who will try very, very hard not to let you go. Very hard. It's almost like when you get the Four of Wands, this is crossing the finish line if you finished your race, but it's like you panting, you breathing all hard, and then you turn around, and right behind you is the Devil. But the Devil can't cross unless you want to cross back. Unless you want to turn around and go back, then you go ride with the Devil. But the Devil is on your back via family, via relationships. Because here, hold on, I saw something. After, your Four of Wands, you have the Empress, and then you have the Five of Swords. Who's trying to steal? See, a border, a boundary, because what's past that? Empress energy, okay? And what's going on here? Five of Swords. Now, this is the other thing. I don't know why I have to say this, but because I'm feeling that, affairs and cheating. I really do feel that there with the Five of Swords and Four of Wands. You have to really look at what's going on in your life with these people you are dating or married to. They gotta go. They have to go. Someone is not faithful, but let me see something. Your focus is important, right? You being able to focus on what's important gets you out of poverty. Five of Pentacles. Things trying to pull your focus away. That's why you need a break. Four of Swords is right after Eight of Pentacles. That's why you need a break. A form of forced solitude, not necessarily, because that's what it's gonna take. It's not necessarily the divine forcing you at this point, because there's so much stuff that you need to see, right? But you're gonna have to take a break for yourself from certain relationships, definitely, in order to focus, to get back into alignment. So let's get back into the reading. You have in your fourth position, your subconscious, what's affecting your mood. It's the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the earth or the world. The way you close this cycle is in a methodical kind of way. It's in a devoted, consistent way. That's why just keep showing consistency to the universe for the direction you truly want to head in, and that closes down your cycles nice and easy for you, okay? Because you do have a new beginning. The world says you have a brand new beginning, but you just need to be consistent, very consistent. Consistency is key. Okay? Give me a sec. Where we at? 5th position. In the past. This feels like past energy rather than something that happened in the past. Now you have the 8 of Cups clarified by Oya in the reverse. You may have walked away from something in the past, but what I'm really feeling like is that the 8 of Cups represents leaving limitations, leaving environments and different things that no longer serve you. For some reason, something is starting to make you uncomfortable. Could be a person, a place. It's just, I'm feeling like I'm getting bigger than what's going on around me or who I'm with. And it's important that you leave. If you don't leave, Oya is here. Now, this could be interpreted in a couple ways. Oya could push you out of these places, or Oya could cause a disaster if you decide to stay, right? Either way, the disaster is a push, but don't go back because you create another disaster. So leave disaster zones, okay? Look at it. You see how it's drying up. It's a disaster zone. There's nothing here. It's little water here, dry land there. Ain't nothing there. Leave it alone. Let it go. Let it go. Nothing's there. And what it does is it limits your potential. That's your limitation. Give me a second. I believe the 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. I think it's Saturn in Pisces. So there's your Saturn energy for your Saturn retrograde. It's asking you to do away with what is limiting you from going forward. Yeah. In your 6th position in the future, you have the 7 of Swords clarified by Ogun. 7 of Swords clarified by Ogun. Now give me a second with this one. Because this is your future and it's your relationship with others. One thing that it could be warning you about with the 7 of Swords are people trying to steal from you. Take things because it's planned. It's very, very planned. It's also trying to, this is like a good versus evil kind of thing where Ogun actually defeats his dark side, his beastly side, right? So one thing could be self-deception, being deceived by your own desires and passions, right? That are out of alignment. But the other thing here that I'm feeling is people stealing your power away. Now, this could be done in a very shady kind of way. This actually came up in a personal reading today, and I'm just going to share this part because I'm not sharing this person's whole reading. But you guys have people in your life that see the changes that you're making, right? Whether they be family, friends, past lovers, and they are trying to keep you in a box. And when they come into your life, for whatever reason, it's to steal energy, time, belief. See, because they could come in and they could sow something and then leave real quick. Or they could just take up your time. Or they could get you back into doing what you used to do in the past. They won't outright say that I'm doing this to stop you because you're making me uncomfortable with your growth. But that is the idea behind it. It's like the secret idea that I'm actually taking away from you, hiding things from you to prevent you from growing. Okay? Because I feel this energy is an unsaid energy. It's unspoken, especially in the reverse. It's an unspoken thing, right? It's what's on my mind and what I'm going to do. So you subduing the beast, being more disciplined, allows you to see through people's actions like that and then to put up a strong boundary to be like, oh, no, I can't today, or I'm not interested, or whatever the case may be. So I feel like covert kind of things, whether it be a self-deception or other people trying to deceive you, it'll be in this way that is sort of unspoken. And behind all of that is a certain envy or jealousy of the new growth that you have. So just be mindful of that. That's what's going to happen in the future. Okay? Now, in your 7th position, your advice, you have the Queen of Wands clarified by the element of fire. This is a lot of fire. All right? This is a transformation. This is you using your magic. She feels very powerful to me. Like whatever this transformation has caused. This has caused you to be a way more confident person, not afraid to move up, move on. Hold on, give me a second. Queen of Wands as advice. Yeah, it's really it's to transform into confidence, to have confidence. Actually, we have the King and the Queen both out here. Yeah, and they don't feel like a karmic pair. They feel like your masculine and your feminine being brave, being transformative, not being afraid. That's what you need to know. Things are going to come up against you. People are going to try to test your confidence, but you stay confident, all right? In your unseen environment, yeah, here we go. Unseen environment, unseen forces, 9 of Pentacles clarified by what? Dwarves and gnomes. Dwarves and gnomes. And I asked if this was supposed to be in the reverse like this, and we got a maybe, and it's because it's up to you whether you receive this. It's up to you if the dwarf unlocks the circumstances for your financial wealth. It's up to you. It's up to you if you're going to be faithful to yourself. That's the unseen force. It's your own faith and belief in spirituality, right? Because you already have the focus. You already said you're going to be brave. So automatically this brings all of this about, right? And the dwarf is the one that has the opportunity and the duty to unlock it. And see, this dwarf doesn't have all that stuff around it because it's saying, we are not sure yet what you're going to do. We're not sure if you're going to hold on to this, to the focus. We're not sure if you're not going to let somebody change your mind. If you're going to say that, oh, what I thought was my purpose isn't my purpose anymore. Oh, I want to go back to that old so-and-so because they claim to help me. Oh, I want to give all my time and energy to people who have been sucking it up because they're just pretending like they like me now. This dwarf is just waiting to see. Because here, there are possibilities, but you are the one that has to make those possibilities happen. You have to believe in them for this dwarf to say, okay, like, cool, let me open up the circumstance and watch it grow. Okay? That's in your unforeseen environment. I keep telling you, y'all being watched. Y'all being watched. Everything, all of these retrogrades, testing you. Hopes and fears. You have the High Priestess clarified by the element of water element. You need to trust your intuition and trust your dreams at this time. They are your dreams are your best friend. They'll show you something. Your waking world might be like, it's not happening like that in my waking world, but your dreams are so vivid and giving you big clues, telling you what's in the future, telling you what people are going to do, that it's telling you that your circumstances, things are changing. Stay in alignment, right? Be prepared. Go with what your dreams are telling you, not with how you feel. You know what I mean? Not just with what you're feeling. Oh, I'm upset today, so I want to quit or something like that. Now your outcome, and this is serious because it is serious because some of you all are brave. You will make it. You'll see past all these tests. You will keep your boundaries because you're tired of the last cycle. You'd be damned if you go back to that. And when you do, that is when you're going to deal with like the serious crazies, the crazy haters. 10 of Swords clarified by the 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands. These are plots. These are plots that are worse than just calling you to steal your time or, trying to get you to go back to something negative. Like, these are seriously, I'm trying to take you down. I want you to get off of your pedestal. When we had the devil come out as a clarifier, behind that was the moon. So this is dark magic. Definitely. People are probably doing this now. They're probably sending dark magic now. It seems like some of you all are being protected. And if you aren't, remember, drop any kind of low vibrational activity in order to stop that from happening. Take whatever spiritual bath you need, whatever kind of cleansing, and get in alignment because that will block it. Because people are constantly doing something that for some of you, it is just not touching you. But if you step into the new cycle and you, for whatever reason, backtrack, okay, and move toward the devil, I'm just letting you know that like they're waiting for you. There are old people and new people waiting to take you down for stepping into your power, right? But remember, fortune favors the brave. You don't stop being powerful just because people don't like it. You are about to get everything, right? You're about to get everything. So there's no reason for you to be afraid, right? Don't let nobody, there's no need for fear. There's no need for fear at all. Don't be afraid of witchcraft. Don't be afraid of gossip. Don't be afraid of people not supporting me. you're going to notice the power that you have within yourself and how much God loves you and is supporting you through all of these challenges. And now how you're going to remain on top, even despite everything, despite all these retrogrades, despite somebody trying to stop you. You know. So they want you to keep moving forward confidently, no matter the circumstance, because you do come out on top. Right now, you may be blind. And a lot of you being blind is because you're being indecisive. Right? Indecisive about old things and things you possibly already know don't suit me. So if it don't suit you, let it go. Be okay with not having to choose. Just leave it alone. Right? So you can see the sun. That's what I have for you. All right, guys. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. And if you want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below. All right, guys. See you.